Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at new Belgium Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Okay, this was introduced in late 2017. It's brewed year round. Enjoyed by June 3rd, 2018. And it was, let's see, I think the 123rd day of 2018. I can't be right. Anyway, it's got the best by date, guys. I don't understand the code. I do not have time to decipher all these damn codes. 7.5% alcohol, 42 IBUs. I hope it has a lot of IEUs, International Enjoyment Units. I bought this at Martin Wine Cellar in Metairie, Louisiana. Or did I buy it at Rouse's? I lose track because I buy so much stuff at Martin Wine Cellar and Rouse's. India Pale Ale with spice. Okay, so they're saying they add spices to it, but on the website they were just talking about pale, barley malt, wheat, C80, and oats. And then the hops were Citra, Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe, and Nugget. And then the yeast is American Hefeweizen yeast. So it's sort of like a wheat beer, really. Untapped saying 76 out of 100. Not too thrilled. Beer Advocate saying it's a 78 out of 100. So they're saying very good. That's what they call very good. And Rate Beer even higher, 89 out of 100, but only 82 in the style. So I've never had it. I hope I like it. I was watching one video review. I usually don't watch video reviews, but I had it running. And Brad Allison and his wife, they were saying they didn't like it too much. And she said, well, maybe it's the bottle. We got a bad bottle. I doubt that. It's probably just, I don't know, maybe it's not that good. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it's awesome. Thick off-white head and an opaque orange juice, orange yellow appearance. Okay, so the appearance, typical. It's got all the oats, the wheat. So there you go. And what the spices are, I do not know here at 8:30 a.m. Smells juicy, hop, oil, resin type situation. They're regular IPAs, the Voodoo Ranger and all that other stuff. I didn't really like too many of them. A few I liked from this company. Not too many, though. Talking about their IPAs, other stuff they make, I like it. So, you get all those various cereal grains, all right? And it kind of puts me in mind of like Cheerios. Of course, with the spicy hops and the juiciness. White bread, some bread crust, the hop resins. Yeah, it's fruity-ish, but it's not, I wouldn't call it a fruit bomb. There's an underlying fruit salad, minus the coconut. Doesn't fruit salad usually have that in there? What the spice is, I don't know. I wouldn't have, by tasting it, it doesn't taste like it has spices in it to me. High, medium mouthfeel. It's almost nearly heavy. Just a touch below what you would call a heavy beer. Heavy lacing there. It's like a medium wet finish, really. If you're looking for crispness, I don't think so. Talking about that, I miss Bud Dry, which was introduced in 1989, and it was discontinued in 2010. I used to buy that a lot. 12 packs were $5.98. But apparently I was one of the few people buying it because it was discode. All right. Oh, there's heavy sediment at the bottom. I was worried about that. Let's see if that changes anything. It'll change the appearance. I don't know if it'll change the taste. Oh yeah, just a ring of all those. Kind of like at the bottom of a cereal bowl, right? If you have Cheerios, you pour milk in it, get to the bottom, you get all that sludge. And that's what it looks like, sludge. And I think you probably enjoy having a sludgy quality to your beer. Oh, it's even more applique. I don't guess opaque beers as my type of item, but that's all right. That's okay. Very cloudy now. You might see that milky cloudiness kind of swirling around in there. My complaint about the New Belgium IPAs over the years was that, and some commentator or viewer described it, and I said, you hit the nail on the head, was that unpleasant, fleshy hop approach. It was just like, blah. To me, and that commentator, it was unpleasant. This one is not unpleasant. It's very mild. I mean, when I drink an IPA, 42 IBUs ain't really cutting it for me. I drank one of these so-called IPAs, hazy IPAs with 15 IBUs. I'm sorry. That does not measure up as far as India Pale Ale, what I'm looking for. It's like Godzilla versus Gigan in 1971. It's like, okay, a monster movie, but where's the monsters? It's like 90% dialogue. So, but anyway, well, of course it was marketed here as Godzilla on Monster Island. But anyway, yeah, it's usually with IPAs, really good, strong IPAs, top quality, the bitterness will set in and grow as you drink it. In this case, it's fading quickly, very quickly. So I think it tastes more like a cereal grain oriented, sweet-ish pale ale. I have to say that. But it's good. I mean, I think 89 is too high. It's not very good, and I think 76, 78 is too low. It's not just average. I would call that average. If you made a 78 on a spelling test in 3rd grade, nobody's going to say, oh, you did very well on that test. That's a very good grade. They're going to say, you need more practice. You play outside, which is good, but too much and you're not studying for the spelling test. So I would say around an 85. It's good. Good. So if you like good beer, there's a lot of good beers in the world. And that's what I was talking about in my little rant on my Dawn Busters, that, you know, really good is just average these days in beer. May have always been the case. In other words, the average beer is good. It's kind of an oddity when you find a bad one. You find them if you're doing a beer review every day like me, generally every day, sometimes more than once a day. You know, you'll find bad beers, but that's the exception to the rule. So I don't know why some people will drink a beer. Oh, it's good. I can't believe it. Why can't you believe it? I mean, you know, most beers are good. So we're at a situation where we're at the optimum. We're at the optimum choice facility. In other words, the average is very good. I knew that compressed air was coming because they were fixated on that for the last hour, because they got a real devotion. You got to admire their deranged devotion to that compressed air. But like I've said before, they never start before 6 a.m. and they don't ever go after 11 p.m. So you have to balance out the hatred of it against the fact that it only goes on for 12 to 15 hours a day. But anyway, enough of the rant and rave. The cut and dry of it is that if a beer is good, that's not remarkable. And in fact, if a beer is good, it's just the norm. From my viewpoint, from what I've seen. Now, if it's quiet out here and you hear birds and silence, that's the exception to the rule. If you hear you know, extremely irritating compressed air noise, that's the norm. But at least the people aren't friendly. All right, so I'm gonna, I shouldn't say that. They will say, hey, I don't know. I get irritated, so I lash out. Don't we all lash out when we, all right, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video production. Laissez le bon temps relais to, you know, not a great extent. And I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Southeast Louisiana.